So, Tom, have you ever met Tom and Bunny? Have I ever introduced you to them?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be diving into them for the first time, but as a longtime listener of the program, I have gotten a cursory education, I have to say.
Old fat guys with hot chicks and miss no swimsuit contest recently happened at Hedonism 2, and they're back, and they let us know what went on there. I'm telling you, they have this day. Like, would you go? I would never go. Well, I'd never go to Hedonism.
Well, a lot of people are saying that's not true, Bryan.
Hey, listen, I said if the Patreon hits $25,000 a month, I would go on a swinger cruise. And when I said that, it felt like the Patreon had stalled out and it was never going to get above where it was. And then it picked up again. And I'm like, let's not. I don't want to go on. I'll go look around, though. I don't think that's
what's Katie Quinby got to say about that?
Well, she is definitely not coming. She's not into that. But I would go and I would not go to Hedo because of the nude side, prude side situation. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you go on a cruise, I'm saying this like it's some kind of thing that nobody knows, but when you go on a theme cruise, you're not the only people on the cruise. It's not like when you go to the Chris Jericho cruise, everybody on the boat's there for the Chris Jericho cruise. That's right. A part of the people that are on the cruise are there for that. And then there are other people that are doing completely other things.
So I got a question. So it's completely logical then that, me and you'd say, well, let's have a little boys trip to Cozumel. And we may inadvertently end up on a cruise with Tom and Bunny et al.
But you can't. That's why I'm saying I would do the cruise, is because they can't force you to be naked on a cruise. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be running around the whole boat naked. So you could probably wander into a playroom and see what's going on in there, which
anthropologically. Not lingering for perverted reasons, just it is taking notes.
It is something that you ought to know, Tom, is that all of the swingers are named Tom somehow. Like we call them the sex Toms. We know of 3 Toms that are swingers.
3 sex Toms.
3 sex Toms. There's Tom from Tom and Bunny, and he probably has more sex than anybody's ever had in the history of the world. Or jerks off.
He's the guy that has the performance issues now because he's had so much sex, right?
Broke his penis implant, like by using it too much.
Ooh.
We don't think that he is fucking. I want to be clear. I don't think Tom was fucking. I think Tom was either jerking off or he talks about how he would sit up on the side of the pool at Hedonism and pump it up and then let the air out and pump it up. Like he was playing with it all the time. Everything's got a shelf life. People don't understand. Everything's got a fucking shelf life. You know what I mean? You can't.
Nothing gold can stay.
No.
Yeah. So you think he's more of a voyeur than actually getting in on the action?
From what we can tell with him is like a lot of times he talks about how he likes to, it's gross, by the way. He likes to stand up on the balcony and look at the dance floor to find his victim. Literally says victims, and it's like really gnarly.
I don't like that, Tom.
No, he's like hunting. He's like, I'm hunting. It's like, oh, just be normal, dude. God. He needs to stop fucking. He's so old. It's driving me crazy.
When do you hang it up?
If you're him, I don't think you hang it up, man. I think you just get a new thing installed.
He's gonna die fucking.
Yeah, Tom probably was a teenager that jacked a lot. I am sure. Well, let's open up and see what they were. Tom, they were just at Hedonism 2 for 17 days. Actually, which is an insane amount of time.
I went to Australia back in January, which is the farthest you can really go in the world without going to Singapore, and I didn't stay 17 days.
I just got back from a 14-day trip to LA, and it felt like the longest time. I felt like I moved there. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I feel like I live in California now because I was gone for 14 fucking days. This guy went to Hedonism 2 for 17 days and then came home for a couple weeks and then went back for another 17 days.
I have a question. How long is Hedonism 2 around the clock?
Yeah.
Is it like the Waffle House of fuck parties or what's?
Well, from what we can tell, it's weird because if you read reviews of it, it's hard to tell, like, because generally me and Chris read bad reviews, first of all, of course. And the thing is, I did travel internationally by car. Thank you, Verbe. The Mexico thing was not that much of a big deal when you think about it now. Like, in the end, nothing happened at the thing. So let's take a look at Miss No Swimsuit Contest and see what old fat guys are they driving there. Oh, wait. All right. Well, we got them up here.
Hey everyone, Tom and Bunny here, and I know where.
Hello, Bunny. Bunny's always got her titties ready to go.
All right, Bun. I just want to clarify something before we get in here. Despite being a literal sex Tom, I am not a sex guy.
Yeah, no, you're not. I believe you. You probably have other hobbies. You're a bourbon guy and a pastafarian.
Church guy, you know.
You see that pastafarian I found today, Tom?
Oh, no.
He goes to the fucking BMV or DMV. Painted like a fucking clown.
No.
He wants to get his picture taken painted like a fucking clown. And he was like, last year they let me do it with a colander on my head. And I'm like, oh my God. Just leave people alone, please.
Yeah.
Do this. We call it the BMV in Ohio. It's not a flub. We call it the BMV. Go to the fucking website. It's the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. So it's not a flub. I'm right. And Tom, here is Tom and Bunny's avatar, which
highly accurate artist render.
That Tom looks so little like Tom. And I can't,
not even close.
I know, it's so far away from what Tom looks like. It's Bureau of Motor Vehicles, BMV. So if I say it, it's right.
50853, and I can answer any questions and get you booked on your next lifestyle vacation.
Call Bunny. Chris will.
Hey everyone, we're Tom and Bunny from TomandBunny.com, and we recently just got back from Hedonism 2 in Jamaica with Tom's Trips, your leader in adult.
So,
okay, I got a couple of questions here, real quick, Brian. So Tom is sort of a perverted travel agent.
So let me explain something to you. When he said they're from Tom's Trips, it's a different Tom. It's not him.
Oh, okay.
Owns Tom's Trips. Tom's Trips owned by a different guy.
Also a sex guy. Also a sex Tom.
Extremely, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. And then Tom is under him in the pecking order.
Is a beta.
There's
Tom.
also another Tom that works for Tom's Trips that is not, and he's a Korn fan, that works for Tom's Trips that is not this Tom. Like, there's 3 Toms that works for Tom's Trips. Plus, there was the Dallas Swinger Club with another Tom that ran it. He was him and this Tom. They did not like each other. They did not jive well. It was pretty harrowing
conflict with the sex Toms.
The founder of Tom's Trips is deceased, Lou Bega Freak, because all we could find is that one tiny little picture of him. All right, here we go.
Lifestyle travel.
And we spent 3 weeks.
Fucking guys.
21 days.
And your dick broke on day 1, Tom.
And boy, let me tell you, it was long.
It was a ball buster.
It was.
He broke his dick on day 1.
Look at that shitting grin on his face. So go see. I want to tell you, it was a ball buster.
Guy couldn't even fucking beat off at the place. I don't know.
Oh my God.
We've traveled around the United States for like a couple months, but never out of the country for such a long period.
How much fucking
my baby?
Yeah, Bama Bear.
Alabama fans, roll tide, we say over here. or no?
Interesting. They're out in Alabama.
Alabama fans that also drive a Jeep. There's so many guys that I've covered that it's just impossible to believe that you could be that many, but they're mainly into the sex.
We really missed our baby, but you know what? I was the perfect wife while I was there.
Oh yeah?
You were?
I was.
How are you? Dare I ask, how are you the perfect wife?
You're always
because I
wife,
brought
buddy.
you a picture of Bama.
She did bring a picture of Bama.
So I could put it by the nightstand.
I'll post a picture here.
See, I'm special.
You are.
Oh, look at the pill bottle there. You know what's in them fucking pill bottles.
He didn't gotta ask.
This is like last week when we found out, like, Tom was talking about buying Coke on the beach at Hedonism too.
Yeah.
It's like these guys just go for it, man. And if I'm old and I'm traveling with my fucking Sibian motor bunny, we know it's a motor bunny. I'm explaining it to Tom. If the motor bunny is a different brand of Sibian, it's a little bit better than the Sibian, really.
Huh.
And yes, the wall is everything that they go to is dirty. That wall is so dirty. Whew. Like, do they clean Hedonism too? Look at that. It's black. I don't know.
Look at the starter kit here. The icebreakers mints, the
probably something else in there too.
The official shades of the guys that take their their Twitter photo in their front seat of their vehicle, and then the Blue Chew by the day.
There's no way he's not just fucking eating that shit. Okay, here we go. My sex EDC.
A picture of their dog
on vacation.
Not even we weren't on vacation.
We were working. For a living. We did get 4 days of a vacation.
We did get 4 days.
Absolutely amazing.
So let's start.
Yeah.
Start. You wanted to start with something. So let's. If you're listening to this on a podcast, this is kind of a visual thing, so good. You might want to jump watching over it on our video. YouTube channel,
Lucky
Tom and Bunny, and so Motor Bunny reached out to us.
Yes,
and
so Motor Bunny's a brand of Sibian type thing.
According to them, it's better, but I think that's because Motor Bunny sends them several things, like a neon sign that says Motor Bunny, a Motor Bunny travel case, and they have 2 Motor Bunnies.
And Bunny is Motor Bunny's pitch woman of sorts, or one.
I mean, I think they want these guys are the top of the level, the top of the pops when it comes to swingers. So you could get 1,000 views on a YouTube channel, and you're like in the upper echelon of sex influencers.
I
mean, they'll send you $1,000 sex toy. That's what the Motor Bunny is, like $1,000.
God,
$800-900. I know. I can't even get I can't get anybody to send me I can't get Lego to send me Legos. I talk about Legos more than they talk about Motor Bunny.
Also, not for nothing, it sounds like Tom and Bunny should probably send you a little something. I bet you have to be disproportionately responsible for what success they have.
I mean, I know a lot of people. It's like Opie and Mancow. A lot of people watch these things because they hear about it here, and then they're like, "Oh, I like this." So, a Lego motor. Maybe I'll make a Lego Motor Bunny.
Might be interested. I'm trying to figure out what way my head tilts, and we already have the hard case. It's right.
No, we know you got the case, baby. So they did an unboxing that we watched last week of the case that you can carry the Motor Bunny in, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I can't express to you how big it is. We should show Tom how big the carrying case is, because it'll show you what they're traveling through the airport with. Okay, we got the vacuum lock. Okay, here it is.
You're going through TSA with.
That you're not getting this on as that's the case right there. It's enormous. I think they spin it around here. Yeah, there's 2 Motor Bunnies. There it is. That thing is so big, and it's the traveling case. And they figured out that you can rip the Motor Bunny sticker thing off, but I'll bet Tom and Bunny don't give a fuck. You know,
they're committed to. I mean, she's wearing the upside down pineapple on her.
Committed to the lifestyle, you know.
You might be interested. I'm trying to figure out what in my head.
Okay, Tom, we're gonna move forward a little bit.
We already have the hard case. It's right behind me back
there.
We know.
You can
see the silver and black thing, and they thought this would be a little more to our needs because it has a lot of compartments
and it's a soft-sided and.
How many? You know what? When I take something with me, you know, I take the smallest amount of it. Like if I was going to have a motor bunny, I was going to take on vacation, I'd bring like 2 or 3 attachments. I wouldn't bring all the attachments, you know.
That's gratuitous. I mean, I know you're going to be gone 21 days, but you know.
Too long. I can't even fucking believe it. Here, we'll move forward to some sucking and fucking here. See if we can get some here. Here we go.
Cafe and Ivan's restaurant 3 times.
Yep.
We went on multiple pub crawls during our time, and talking to the multiple drivers we had and the staff at the resort, they all said that in the grill they're not seeing anything. So when they're doing that Jamaican alert, they're covering they're putting a blanket over the whole country.
So basically it's going to be, if you're looking for trouble, you can find trouble.
Yeah.
But we never felt unsafe at all.
They're talking about travel alerts.
Yeah, I've heard Jamaica is a little hot to go to right now. I guess they're addressing that. Yeah. They're actually saying, there's several warnings about violence breaking out, but if for the real heads, if you're just there to suck and fuck,
you got a place. You got a place.
In good shape.
No, but like I say, we're not advising anything. Whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah, you use your judgment.
Let's
get this fucking and fucking.
It's a cow trotting past us.
You guys want to look at a club tour? You want to see if we can find a club tour?
I can look at that man's visage and tell that he's eaten alive by his appetites.
The man is it's too much. Let's see if we can find
that's a sex guy, Brian.
And people call me one. I don't look nothing like Tom.
No.
All right, what do we got here? Trapeze. So we looked at Trapeze Club in Fort Lauderdale. Let me know. We haven't looked at the Trapeze Club. Oh, I'd love a Koofandy sponsorship. I'm trying to get some Koofandy. Have you seen Koofandy, Tom?
What's that?
The Go Off Kings posted about it, and I'll show you. I'm gonna maybe purchase some new clothes. I'm trying to get a formal fit. You know?
Yeah.
This is my whole plan now. Is I don't have any collared shirts or anything like that. So I was like, let's look at this Koofandy because they posted it. And look, I searched it immediately. And then now I'm thinking about getting into something like this.
Is this something like Dune?
I mean, you could say that it is Dune, but I think it's a good little thing for me to put on if I got to go to a wedding. You know, the black one.
Could you bring it up for me real quick?
Can you see it better now? Oh, I'm not on the wrong page. Hold on. God, it's a flub, guys. Whatever. Yeah, here it is. All right, Tom. This is probably what I'm going to be wearing when I go to a new formal thing.
I love it.
Because nobody can really say you can't wear that. It's not jeans. It just looks so good.
I think it's like... Can I tell you? I think it'd be like an elevated. I tell you who I could see wearing that. Carl Lentz.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, he probably is wearing that. I wonder what he's
as we speak.
Yeah. Oh, it is Easter. Let's look at some preachers. I didn't even think about that. Let's look at some sex preacher. Maybe I'll find a sex preacher.
I guess that would be Carl Lentz, right?
No. There's a guy. Hold on. Sex.
Oh wait.
Preacher.
Didn't we? Yeah, we looked at some of these guys, right? They were talking about jerking off.
Yeah. Porn in the church in public by Chris.
Oh,
that was like porno. Hey, come on. She enticed the young pastor, and this happened. I don't know.
They're making those Quan Mills books come to life on here.
Yeah. Oh, this sucks. All right, we're going back to the club tour. It's Easter. We want to look at a club tour. We haven't looked at a club tour forever. We're going to look at Trapeze. That's Trapeze, Tom. We're going to be.
Hey everyone, we're talking to you from Fort Lauderdale.
They have the worst. But we'll do Holy Boys, I promise. I don't have anything. I don't have anything for Holy Boys. I haven't looked, and I don't know. And yes, they do have the classic Tom audio. I do not think we've seen this video. So unfortunately, Chris is missing out unless he shows up because we got a club tour, baby. So good. We love club tours. We thought we watched all of them, but every once in a while another one pops up that we missed. They go
to Trapeze Atlanta. This is their Fort Lauderdale location.
Oh, I didn't know this is the Fort Lauderdale location of Trapeze. It's a sister club. So it's nice they get little work together, you know.
Yeah.
Me and I like working with people too, so you know.
I love Tom's got the perfectly pressed going out shirt.
Oh yeah. And he's not red yet, everybody. That's the Velvet Road. Oh, I have to tell Tom this. A place opened up down the street for me, right? And it's a fashion place. Mm-hmm. That's called like Alex Vinash, New York, right?
Vinash, okay.
And it's New York. He's got New York up on the thing.
Yeah.
He put a velvet rope out in front of his store like they do in like Beverly Hills.
Oh boy.
And like West Hollywood, where they need them because they can't have too many people in the store and people are trying to get in.
Yeah, I have yet
Cartier store or something. I haven't seen one person there. One person.
I love that.
It's so good. He was doing grand opening yesterday. Not a single person. And I was by there like 10 times. All right. Yet Tom did ask for triple starch.
Yeah, you flipped them. You flipped them. I will bet you dollars to donuts. You flip those cuffs up. There's a elegant paisley print under there.
All right, let's see what he's got to say here.
Florida at the famous Trapeze Club.
That we are. It's a great club. You guys are going to love this one. It's absolutely beautiful. And one thing about Fort Lauderdale Trapeze is it is valid.
Does anybody else hear a baby?
God, I hope not.
In the background? I think I heard a baby. Where is this place? Oh, shit. Move forward there. All right.
Valet. So you will pull up here in Valet Park and be a little bit safer here.
Right. They take care of your car and everything. So they're quick too.
Very, very quick.
But you want to get here early because this parking lot does fill up fast.
Yes, and so does the club.
So does the club. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, when they say these places fill up and stuff like that, and the parking lots are always full, and we always talk about the single guys waiting outside to get in because a lot of these places have like a rule where only a certain amount of single guys are allowed in. So
that would be your role on the cruise.
They want me to ask like a single guy's like, no, they're single guys the worst thing you can be. They have all these rules, Tom. They treat single guys like shit. Basically, they're like
second class citizens.
They are. We watched a video where they were like, you can bring a single guy can go in the playroom with a couple, but when the couple leaves, he has to leave.
I can't linger.
Can't have single guys hanging out, man. Second class at best is what Teddy Bonks.
We will take you into the club right now and show you what you have to do to come into the club.
Yes.
Verb Abrams is right. They also sometimes will make them take a class or like almost audition for the owner of the club to get in. Like the owner, the one we watched recently, the owner of the club has to say they're allowed to come in. So he'll look at them, he'll give them a look, up and down, and be like, "Oh, not this one." So I think if you're an ugly single,
there's like a vetting, like it's like getting into like Berghain or something, but for perverts.
Yeah.
I guess perverts go to Berghain too, but
I think that the real issue is if you are running one of these clubs, you do run the risk of there being like 2 women and like 15 single guys just waiting around
vying for the opportunity.
So then at the bar fucking jerking off waiting. I'm dreading this as imagining the club owner judging a bunch of single guys like the Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they did show the room. Verb Abrams was right. They showed the room that they do the basically audition thing for, and all the chairs were facing one way. So they were definitely getting a class on, you're fucking lucky you're here. If I see you doing it, because again, I just these single guys are everywhere. I mean, and like Chris says, there is a reason to be nervous around single guys. It's not like they're wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like single guys that want to go to a swingers club, you gotta vet them. You just can't let them in there.
You can't let anybody in. That is true. But there's something I love about the image of like a guy with a ponytail and like a leather like blazer coming out and saying like, "Don't make me exercise my right to refuse service." All the single guys.
We were goofing so much about the place that they said he only lets a certain amount in, and thinking about the single guys waiting in line and waiting for another single guy to walk out so that they can be.
Dude, it's so awesome. Can you imagine like if you waited around all night and just didn't get in? Like you're just trying to get into trapeze, and then like you're just like, you're out of luck tonight, pal. I guess try again tomorrow. We
definitely read some stuff and about like I forget what we read, some bad reviews of some of these clubs that were kind of like either written by a single guy who read on the internet that it was $60 to get in, and then we got to the door, they were like, it's $90 to get in, and he was just shit out of luck because they're just going to tell you to fucking leave if you don't pay the $90, and you're horny as all fuck. The guy's probably jerking off, like rubbing his dick all the way there, and then they're like, it's $90, and he's like, God damn it, and spends it anyway.
If that's what you're into, you're going to spend that $90.
Yeah.
At that state of mind, you'll stop at nothing.
Somebody looked it up. It's $120 for 1 month. But you're not. So to be a single guy, you pay $120 a month, and you can come in Wednesday and Sunday, no Saturdays. You are not allowed in the club.
And it's second-class citizenry.
It's crazy.
I also like that this place has like the AMC like pass or whatever it is, like the AMC like 1995, all the movies you can watch thing, but with exclusions apply.
Yeah, you can't go to the new movie.
Right.
Action Scenario says, bought a house 3 years ago, and there was an old out-of-business bar behind it across the backyard fence. A couple years later, there was a lit sign in a full parking lot, and I thought it would be cool to have a new close spot to walk to and grab beer and burger. I look at their website, and it's actually one of these lifestyle clubs that haven't been yet. Wife is into it. So we do have some swingers that listen to the show, which is wild as hell, because we're always goofing about them, but we love them. We love the swinger.
Listen, no, don't let anybody put you down. What you into is what you into,
Let's take a look here.
Please do.
Let me move this out of the
now
way.
We're talking. We're getting in.
The door open, so they're not open yet.
All right. Well, just as bleak as all the rest of them.
It's going Inferno every Thursday.
Well, that's good. They come in there. This is single guys are allowed that day, though, so I'm not going.
That's a single guy day.
Yeah. They did have heel-proof benches. That's good. Because a lot of times there's a problem with women wearing stilettos and dancing on the furniture and then poking a hole in it. It's a whole thing. You don't want that going on.
Okay, so just like any other club, we do film before they open, so you might see a little bit of scuffling around as people are getting ready to open for the night.
All right.
They have amazing dance floor. They got amazing lighting.
All right, so the sound got terrible, and it's the darkest room in the world, but they do have an amazing dance club. I don't see stools yet. Mm-hmm. We looked at one club that had like more stools than there are people that exist in the world. It was almost all stools. Like, God damn. I would love to show Tom the place with the I made it free last week, the place with the table in the middle of the room for orgies, and then it had leather couches all the way around it. So people could sit on the couch and like watch the thing. And I just that really got me. Yeah, it is nicer than usual because it's like
great DJs, and the DJs actually do video music.
Yes.
So we've been watching all the videos and everything. And something different about this club
is video music. Is that like music videos? What do you mean?
I don't know. They do video music. Does anybody know what video music is? Like, what's a DJ? What is that? Is there a DJ in the chat? We got to have a DJ listening, you know?
If I was at Trapeze and I heard over the speakers Dire Straits Money for Nothing playing, I'd absolutely lose my mind.
and I guess you can watch the video, I guess.
Yeah, I would go buck wild.
I would think they would have, when I hear it, I think of like porno that matches up with the music in a way. Yeah. You know, because a lot of these places have TVs all over the place, but they're all showing porno, which is why we can't watch all the club tours, because they go in these rooms and there's porno on.
So my question would be like, well, never mind. That's a dumb question. Moving right along.
The dance floor and across the pathway, they have booth seating.
Right. And little tables so you can put your drinks on, and more than merrier. Get in there, squish in,
right?
Mix and.
No, see, when I see these fucking bench seats, I just feel like it's a bunch of guys sitting down and their like thighs are kind of touching each other because they're all crammed in and they're just watching
single guys right there in that one.
Yeah, Tom Dobb resubscribed for a month at Tier 1. Thank you. Catfish Victim resubscribed. I'm looking through. I think Ben Grimm resubscribed. Les Badgers. You guys are all so sweet. You know I'm bad at this, and Chris does it. Dirk Universe resubscribed. We love Dirk. You guys don't expect me to do all this, right? Let's take it out here. They put the tables out for Tom and Buddy. Because Tom loves tables.
Mix and mingle and meet new people.
We actually grabbed one of the booths, and another couple came in. Literally, it was us and another couple, and there was enough room for, I think, one person, and yeah, they both squeezed in. So it's a very friendly club here.
Yeah, that it was. But we had a great time.
Yeah, you did.
3 wonderful couples.
Oh, 6-way. Damn, 6-way. Look at that. Tom and Bunny and 3 other couples. That's actually an 8-way. Damn.
Yeah, damn.
Tom is turning redder and redder too.
Yeah.
There was 8 of us in there. It's crazy.
We had a great time.
So we're gonna bring you over to the bar. We'll explain how the bar works here.
You know,
now, most of the clubs in the United States is BYOB, as most of you are aware. And if you're not aware, you are aware now.
If you've watched these videos, you know most of them are BYOB because you can't have pussy and dick out and booze. You can't sell booze almost everywhere in the country, I think.
It's kind of like, that's why they didn't sell it at SEC football games for the longest time. It's just that element can't be trusted with indiscriminate booze sales.
It's the same in Ohio. Like, you're allowed to have full nude if it's BYOB at strip clubs. But if you want to serve your own booze, you have to leave the bottoms on and sometimes pasties.
I see. I
spent time at strip clubs when I was younger, and I know you all.
Yeah. When I was 19 and would go to like Deja Vu or something, I was wondering why they only serve like Diet Cokes there.
Mm-hmm. I'd go to Rachel's because I was 21. I'd go to Rachel's and Sinbad's and sometimes Columbus Gold and just have a couple Long Island iced teas, you know, talk to the ladies. I once went to a strip club with this dude and and he paid this girl, I think like $190 and like just to sit, and he kept he'd go back to the room and he'd be like, I just want to talk to you. And he would sit down and he would pay the private dance money for like 3 songs and then just sit and talk to her for the 3 songs. And then on the way out, he bought her a rose and handed it to her and said, can we talk again? She was like, no. I'm not interested in you. this is work.
I'll never forget being 18-year-old and getting my first lap dance and just being wildly uncomfortable as Akon's Locked Up play. It's a weird song to get a lap. It was Akon's Locked Up mixed into Rob Zombie's Living Dead Girl. I'll never forget that. And then my buddy said, no, they paid for a third song. And it was like Akon and Eminem like smacked that or something like that. I can't remember what it was. I don't even remember actually.
I love that. EQ Adams says, I think in Kentucky, the girls couldn't give lap dances. They had to dance a couple feet from you. Not sure if that has changed.
I beg to differ.
And Lou Beggar Freak bringing up my buddy Sean, who was going to open a porno store. Chris doesn't think he was opening a porno store. Chris thinks he just liked collecting porno. But I had this friend, every time we go to like a video store, anything, he would buy a fucking ton of porno, like a ton of it. And
like VHS,
DVD. Yeah, like a lot of it. And I remember being like, why are you buying all this porno? I mean, isn't like a few of them effective for you to beat off? Do you need like a huge collection?
You need a huge repertoire. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said he's opening up a porno store. And that was like his reason. There's this place called Buckeye Lake. And it's like kind of a man-made lake that rednecks go and ride their boats around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They like have them all over the country, but it's like there's no bodies of water to boat in Columbus where you could really go nuts. So 45 minutes out, they made a lake, Buckeye Lake, and then people go out there. And he said, well, I go out there all the time and there's no porno stores there. So I figured I'd open up a porno store there.
I saw a gap in the market. And I saw a need not being addressed. And
and then I ended up telling them that like, he's the guy. I would go to parties at his house, and right around midnight, people would start disappearing and it would just turn into an orgy. And me and Katie would leave. Me and Katie are already together. We're not interested in doing an orgy. And his parties all turned into orgies by the end of the night. It was crazy. But you could show up at like 7 or 8 and get a good 4 hours before a regular party before they go upstairs and they do their business. And so that's what you would do. 4 hours of it's not foreplay. God damn. And you're allowed to keep going to a party. I do not understand. Everybody's like, oh, and then you went to the party the next week. Well, of course, all my friends were at the party.
Well, let me ask you a question. Was there a demarcation between when the regular party ended and the adult theme stuff started?
No, there wasn't actually. I will say that there wasn't like a time.
So you just had to keep your eyes and ears peeled for the signs.
But no, oh, come on, Estro Genius. Why would you ask me that? You know I had sex after the sex party. I was 19 years old and I didn't see any of the sex. It would just generally be a bunch of couples disappearing upstairs. And so you'd be standing downstairs smoking cigarettes or hanging out or something like that. And then you'll notice like, oh, it's just me and a couple other people, a couple single guys. Well, time to get out of here.
Well, our business is done.
Party's over. They were so bad about it too, because those motherfuckers would be like, they would gossip about each other though, too.
Yeah,
you can't be like that. You know what I mean? If you're doing orgies, you can't be making fun of each other behind each other's back for like the sex stuff that you do. Because I knew so much about all these people. So
yeah,
I was not a single guy. I
had friends involved in the life, and we still tell the tale of a local cardiologist that did something really wild at one of those things. So yeah, you gotta keep it in house if you don't want shitheads like us you're running with.
New card smell. I did not ever huff Febreze, number one, and I didn't do inhalants when I went to parties. I did regular drugs. Okay. They did. Paisley Fontaine says they'd like sneak diss each other for being bad at fucking. Yeah, and they make fun of like the way each other looked and stuff like that. Like, you just would find out all this crazy shit going on, and they would be just bragging about 10,000 Beta Judakis gifted 1 tier 1 sub to the community, and Cat Wrangler got it. Thank you, 10,000 Beta Judakis. Flat broke, baby. Flat broke Beta Judaki. All right, here we go.
You will be aware as you start coming.
So what you do is you bring your favorite bottle of vodka, beer, whatever you want to bring, and you come in, and when they give you a wristband, they'll put the membership number on the wristband. And when you bring your bottle, and they'll put the label on the bottle in the office. So when you come into the bar,
Tom's lost in the weeds already with the BYOB. He always goes way too far into explaining the BYOB. Instead of saying you bring your bottle, they pour you drinks. You
Tom, we're everybody knows what BYOB is. Yeah, Tom, for a guy that's made the lifestyle his thing, Tom is kind of boring.
He will, if you watch, Bunny is like, here's the playrooms, this is the playroom, and Tom is like, never lights up more than he's like, these are the lockers, and they'll give you a padlock to put on the locker to keep your clothes in the locker. It's the craziest thing. I don't know how, but
gets hung up on the minutia of it all.
Oh yeah, he loves locks and lockers.
You hand over your bottle and it matches your wristband,
right? And you both have a wristband.
All right,
that way either one of you can come up for a drink and it's going to match your bottle.
Bunny out here flubbing.
Now they have all the mixes back there. They got all the sodas and everything, but there's only one other really club that has BYOB where we've seen energy drinks included.
Right. This one
has it. So all you vodka drinkers out there, vodka energy drink all night long right here at Trapeze Fort Lauderdale.
I'm just going to be honest with you. Just judging from Tom's color, that's not a man that needs to be mixing vodka and energy drink. In fact, I would consult a physician and see if that heart's healthy enough for sexual activity, especially of his volume.
I know. And guys, we heard him last week talking about cocaine. He's fucking popping boner pills. He's fucking drinking vodka Red Bulls. It's like, dude, you gotta fucking slow down.
That man's red as a pickle beet. He is. He's not right.
I know. He's living like almost like he's a professional athlete in a weird way. Like where his like body is going through the ringer, like whenever he goes out, you know.
He's just like got scar tissue in his dick from just 40 years of professional use.
We don't know how old he is. I'm sure somebody will find it.
Definitely, these bartenders, they have 3 bars here. So these bartenders work their butt off for you. So you definitely want to bring tip money because take care of everybody here. You'll see people eating throughout the night here.
Oh, fancy. All right. The dining room. Salt and pepper. Can somebody get me the menu?
Yeah, I have to know what they serve.
They always find the menu in the chat.
I have to know what they serve at Trapeze Fort Lauderdale.
I might be able to find. This is so fancy. Come on.
Can you just imagine just having like an undercooked risotto while the most depraved shit in the world's going on like 12 yards away from you?
right behind you. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like what, dude? They always have, at least it's not where's the food? Oh, find it. I'm looking. I told Tom about Swing Shala Neon Beach Party. Okay, 5-star dining is what they say. They got a carving station where you can get.
Damn! I undersold them. I'm sorry.
Visit the popular carving station for dishes like roasted lamb or prime rib roast. They say, unlike any other swingers club of its kind, dining at Trapeze offers members a 5-star dining experience. I highly doubt it's 5 stars. And I'm
5-star, like just in the sense that like it's like nicer or 5 stars and like a food like rider or somebody came in there and was like,
no, well, I don't think. Okay, here we are. We got it. Well, we'll get this menu up here for everybody.
Let's get Trapeze Fort Lauderdale Michelin star,
because this is a beautiful menu, actually. So we got the Wednesday night. You got the Carver with spice rubbed pork tenderloin. You got your chicken teriyaki, jumbo cheese ravioli with vodka sauce. Wow, they really do kind of have a 5-star type menu. Roast turkey, roast leg of lamb with mint jelly. Wow. I wouldn't eat there though. I don't think I'd eat there.
Like, can you go eat there without,
I suppose you probably could.
Like, did you have people come and like eat at like your school cafeteria in high school?
No, I never did.
We did. That was a thing for some reason. I wonder if you could somebody's just like, well, I like the rice pilaf,
Yeah, it is weird if you think of like I can't. You're not supposed to be eating. I don't know why they're always eating big cuts of fucking beef. Is the thing I get so confused about. Like they're like a prime rib is not something I would eat before I go to the playrooms. If I was into that kind of thing. Of course you guys are gonna.
I bet you got to go light. I'm going mahi. Maybe the rice pilaf.
I would eat at like.
You know how miserable you'd be if you went to the carving station and you went and tried to suck and fuck like strangers.
This club is located in a strip mall next to a liquor store and a pawn shop.
Well, yeah.
So that's what the outside looks like.
Hey, it's good.
And they got salt and pepper, and they got all the fixings.
Who cares, Tom? Of course they have salt and pepper. This guy's bogged down with the tiniest details.
I know. He said, of course they got salt and pepper. Wow. Okay. Never mind. Salt and pepper and all the fixins. Not a single fixin. What fixins do they have? I don't see any. All I see is salt and pepper. Tom, come on. Fancy ketchup. This damn, this is class.
It's got catsup there,
Yeah. They make it alone.
Actually take you on the buffet, and we're going to put the camera all the way down the buffet.
No
it includes a hot bar, salad bar, and dessert bar.
Right. And then, of course, remember at midnight, it changes over to breakfast.
That's right. So if you want your biscuits and gravy and your eggs and bacon.
Or if you just want your buttered biscuit.
Or biscuit,
whatever.
That seems sexual, what you was just bringing up there, I got to say. Hey, Christophine's friend says haters will say they don't have salt and pepper. All right, here we go. We're gonna get to see this buffet, which we love to see.
They'll get their biscuit buttered in the bedroom.
Oh, that's
good one, T.
Check out this buffet. This has to be. Trapeze has Atlanta and they have Fort Lauderdale. We are here at Fort Lauderdale. They both.
All right, so I'm seeing some roasted red potatoes, some Brussels sprouts.
I'm thinking that's that garlic buttered chicken.
It doesn't look bad. I would have had pineapple there. If they don't have pineapple there, it's like whatever. Because I thought this stuff was pineapple.
That's a missed.
Both have amazing buffets, and the chefs are awesome at what they do. So you're gonna see.
But what are those? Are those shallots, or is that some sort of a spud?
I think it looks like roasted red.
Amazing
well, it is actually called a buffet, but it's actually served.
It's served. You don't serve yourself here. Mm-hmm. So they serve your whole meal for you, and then you only serve your salad bar and your desserts.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what restaurants are. They do that at restaurants. It's crazy.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that the swinger community is so insular that they just don't even go to regular people places anymore?
Well, we do know that Tom and Bunny weirdly has another job that they have a YouTube channel for called Tow Away. And what we know, what I think we figured out is that like what they do is they have like a Jeep, right? Mm-hmm. And if some guy, probably some upper middle class guy has an RV, but they only have like a small car, they need somebody to take the RV to the campgrounds. So
that's where they come in.
Yeah. They but they used the name Tom and Bunny on the tow company page too, and I'm like,
I think you need a demarcation between those two things.
You do, because listen, I don't know what they're up to, but I know that I would at least think that they personally were sucking and fucking in my RV.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Well, also too, I mean, and this is the unfortunate part, that if you're from Alabama, you're probably going to find somebody that's like, oh, well, I need my RV towed. I'm going to, what was those people's names? Tom and Bunny, and you Google it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the you might cheat yourself out of a lot of business with the less tolerant minded.
Oh, wow. Luther Jennings said that the one in Atlanta, Trapeze in Atlanta, has really good wings, and that Lou Williams, NBA player, broke COVID lockdown for their wings. Do you remember that? I kind of remember that.
Yeah, I do remember Lou Williams breaking that. Yeah, I actually do remember that. That was at a swingers club?
Trapeze Atlanta.
Sweet Lou loves the trapeze wings.
Wow. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not going there. We got a little bit of a review here. When we waited for the buffet attendant to provide our plates, she was craving and snacking on the pork tenderloin next to the salad station with her bare hands and fingers. After we tipped $5, she didn't wipe or cover her hands with any gloves, and she went and served our plates. Needless to say, we did not eat the pork tenderloin. Bro, you're fucking eating at a swingers club. I mean, come on.
We have viewers that have been to this place.
No, they're reading reviews from they're getting reviews off like Yelp and stuff like that. But yeah. It might have been Magic City. I know it was a strip club, and the only strip club I've been to in Atlanta is the Claremont
Lounge, baby. We were there together.
Yeah, it was something else. That place is wild. If you're ever there,
that's the happiest place on earth.
It is wild in there, man. That DJ guy that looks like he's dressed from the 70s, but he might be the best DJ at any place in the world.
He was electric.
He was. He had the whole place fucking going nuts.
We had the SOS band and we were all out there. I don't know that I would like to bottle that feeling up forever.
I have been
all my good buddies just out there.
First off, deep fried curds. I was at Claremont Lounge with Tom and my friends. Okay. And not because I want to be there. And yes, I used to go to strip clubs back when I was like in my very early 20s. So, and the Claremont Lounge isn't really a strip club. It's not like there's a woman dancing on a stage there. They kind of walk around, they slap you on the head with their titties and stuff like that. It's a really cool place.
Yeah, they smash beer cans with them. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in Atlanta, you gotta go there. That place is sick.
That's so good.
And that's actually kind of nice.
Yes.
Oh, here's more.
So up here is the DJ booth.
Okay, Tom, we're looking at the goddamn buffet.
Yeah, dude, he's so like all over the place.
He's looking at the back of the DJ booth, by the way. Like, why would we need to see the back of which, by the way, the DJ has to climb a ladder to get in for some reason. That look like a bunk bed ladder he's climbing up it. Well, I mean, bunk bed probably got something like that.
The DJ plays music videos. We were watching music videos last night, and they were doing a phenomenal job. So we were watching all kinds of. We came in early to watch people.
We always do.
And people are dancing and everything. A lot of mixing and mingling at this club.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep this rolling here. Tonight it looks like they have prime rib. So that's
fucking guys with their impacted colons trying to fucking have sex with the fucking just stuffed with prime rib and fucking potatoes and shit. It's just a crazy thing to serve. Like every time we see a place, we are like, oh, here's a 1-star review. If you're a couples and wives or husband don't come to these places, they try to do these tricks to take the pretty wife or girlfriend. Some men will start asking for their numbers. Oh my God, why isn't it pausing?
So let me ask you, if getting cucked was a concern of yours, I'm not sure why you bring your wife or girlfriend to a place called.
Well, he's like, some men will start asking for your girlfriend or wife's numbers while you're not looking, or I will lost my ex-girlfriend when trying this lifestyle. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So this guy lost his girlfriend
and then got saved.
Well, yeah, and that's good. Jesus sometimes works in different mysterious ways, as they say.
We all got to come to it differently.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the salad bar is like any other salad bar you'd see at an upscale restaurant. They have a fruit bar.
That fucking cubed ham that nobody's ever put on a fucking salad once.
Oh my God.
You know that cubed ham that's always on the salad bar, and you're like, who's eating that?
Let me ask you a question. What if Bunny was laying the wood some of that cubed ham and you slid up to her about an hour later and she's just, Yeah, you don't want them. And here's the thing about ham. My mom just had Katie pick her up yesterday. She said they got ham for 79 cents a pound. She bought a 7-pound ham to keep in her freezer. And she's like, I just gnaw on it every once in a while. It's like, oh, yeah. Get some capicola or something like that, but she doesn't like any food at all. None. She wants Indian food. She likes Italian food, but she won't even eat Mexican food, which is like basically American food now, Right. She thinks Mexicans gross. Let's get to the playrooms. What do you guys say? What do you say? We look at, okay, he's still pointing at bars and chairs. Let's get, playroom. Buddy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you can do better than this guy.
Oh, yeah. As a middle-aged man who's been in the lifestyle prior to my wife of 20 years, I will say that this club lacks diversity of music. It may be South Florida, but not South America. I'm from the Bronx and Harlem originally, and my love for Latin music is in my blood, along with all the other music I grew up on. However, as an African American, the overkill of Latin music being played doesn't do it for me. And I will only do it for me and my wife. I will only go to the one in Atlanta. So I guess they play.
Bro, I'm gonna be out. You went to the greater Miami area and expected not to hear Latino music.
All right, we're in the locker room. I think we're gonna get close here to our to the playrooms here. Here we go.
Yes. So basically, they got one master key for all the locks, and he takes care of everything. And then what happens is he'll come in and unlock it for you. There's towels in the locker. You use your wristband to show him the room number, or the room number. We're not a hotel here. Your membership number, and he'll write it down so that way he knows that.
Tom's in heaven describing the system that they have for the lockers. He's just in heaven, Tom.
I've never seen a man this happy to be talking lockers.
A guy at a swinger club, by the way. Like, it's not like he's at some like boring place. It's a place where there are stories that can be told, and these guys never want to tell their story about what they do. So we just recently read on the bonus show, finally, we found somebody that explained what they do, and it's almost grosser. Like, usually we're like, it's gross, and you don't know what they're doing because they don't ever tell you what they're doing. Then we read this guy's review, and we were like, oh, that's grosser. Actually, we would rather not know what they're doing in there. I was talking about he said gorgeous pussy, my wife's gorgeous pussy, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, that's brutal. There is the complaint about not enough Latin music. So there is a review that says they don't play enough Latin music. But that
can't please anybody, can you?
Yeah, Mochi in the chat, it was gorgeous pussy and asshole. He said it was very fun to watch him fuck my wife's gorgeous pussy and asshole. And I was like, that's a vile sentence, brother. All right.
That locker's yours.
Yes, it is.
And what locker it is.
Correct.
So
that's
that way
so
it doesn't
cool.
give away your wallet and your fine belongings.
Your locker attendants are like your bartenders. They're here to keep your party going. So make sure you guys send them a little love too.
Yes. Definitely take care of your attendant here. Also, condoms and lube. You can get the condoms and lube right here.
I like what he says, also. He always says also instead of also. Also. I don't know what it's from. I don't know where he's from. I think he's a California guy. I know that they ran. We know that they ran the bleakest Tom ran like the bleakest idea for a swingers like getaway. It was a trailer park where you could rent trailers to suck and fuck in. It was like a whole park. You could run around nude, go to the pool and stuff like that. But the actual like logistics of the thing is it's a trailer park. You know, if you want to go somewhere else, you got to rent a trailer and go in those. So that was not a good one. So
from the locker attendant and Bruckman's. I took Bruckman's last night.
I did too.
Okay, so
and I took the little condoms that had bunnies on.
Yes, you took the bunny condoms. And it's kind of cool that they have a fish tank back here.
Yeah, Tom, it is. Wow, that is something else, huh?
This man, he's like a goddamn dog that sees a squirrel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, they got a fish tank. That's cool. It's like what? We can see it. You don't have to show us it. We're looking at it right now. And he is. Somebody just said he's getting redder and redder. He is really red right now. Like, holy moly, Tom. Are you tired? He looks real. I hope I never turn that red.
Need something else to look at?
Yeah, we don't want to look at naked people. We want to look at the fish.
All right, so here we are in the.
Oh well, hello.
If I were that red, I would ask you to drive me to the emergency room.
He looks like he's gonna blow up.
He really does. He looks like he's like nearing a stroke.
Tom is in heaven right now. You're right, Mochi in the chat. Tom could not be in a better place right now.
Look at that smile on his face. He loves the lockers.
He does. He can't get enough of them fucking lockers,
This is a
man.
systems guy. He's a systems guy.
He is. He is. Just think if he would have if he had done like anything else, like as successful as he is at what he does, he almost could have done anything in the world. You know what I mean? Because like swinger influencer is he's like at the top of the fucking list. He's in the top 5% of that influencer group.
He's the king.
Yeah.
Let's say what it is, Brian. He's the king.
Yeah, he could. You're right, Gridshock. He could be anything he puts his mind to. The guy, fucking, if he wanted to be a politician, Libtron rated us. Thank you, Libby. Just think of what he could have done with the lockers. You know what I mean? Like the way that he loves the system of lockers.
Optimization is what he really loves.
Yeah, he could do so good at something like that. But
can you imagine running into him at a sex club and you're sitting there like trying to do the freakiest shit in the world and he's just like telling you about like cardboard boxes or something?
Well, we do know that he gets in the zone, Tom. He once told a story about, so he did the injections to get a hard on, right? And he didn't know about them, but he met a guy at a club that had them. So he used that guy's injection.
They shared needles for dick injection.
I mean, if you're gonna stick your dick in the other person's wife and stuff, I mean, it's not
sure, but it's also like maybe the oh my god.
So the story was 3 needles, yeah, and that he said that he got it, and then he says they fucked for 4 hours and burned through 20 condoms. Like when he told that story, that was when I got the vision in my head of him just like he flips a fucking switch. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say something. No, nobody wants to do that.
I know.
Nobody wants to do that.
Every woman in the chat that night was like, nobody's asking for that at all.
Nobody wants 4 hours of that.
Yeah, stabbing robot. He did stick a needle in his dick and hit an artery and have to go to the hospital. He went to surprise Bunny in the bathroom. He jumped in his dick, ran in the bathroom, bleeding like it's
like bleeding out.
Yeah, they had to call the doctor. He was freaked out. This guy's got a life. He's always doing stuff, and his dick does need to be confiscated. Thank you.
No. He needs to. I'm telling you, this man needs to cast his dick as far as the east is from the west. He doesn't need to have it.
Mm-hmm. He's used it. That's the thing.
Put it in the rafters. Hang it in the rafters.
He does deserve that. Hey, listen, if he dies, they should put his like Speedo in the rafters or one of his. You know how they have to. The way they explain it is you walk around with a towel around your waist the whole time because you're not allowed to wear clothes, but you got to have a towel with you. You can't just walk.
You got to have a modesty cloth.
Yeah. Maybe we'll put his towel up in the rafters at a fucking swinger club.
Hall of Fame, the hall.
Now we're obviously not going to take it.
No, we're going to take them all the way back.
Right?
Yeah, because they have co-ed showers here, and but we want to show how many
big?
lockers there are.
Oh, God, I want to show that to Chris so bad.
What's his day job? Is he just the tow truck driver?
The tow away guy. Yeah. And then they're like kind of sex travel agents. They kind of like they'll go to hedonism too, or they'll go to a club and they'll bring a prize wheel and set up like in the corner and give away trips and deals and stuff like that. Because we were talking about that one night. They had the prize wheel. And it's like, man, do you think people are just kind of standing around the prize wheel just beating off and coming up and talking to him, having like a conversation, or I'm trying to keep it hard, you know what I mean? Just kind of standing there. It's so weird, man. And here we go.
So what we'll do is we're just going to send the camera down and we'll just continue to talk.
Yeah.
So if the camera wants to walk
brother.
down, yes, we don't hold the camera ourselves.
So there's all these like posters on the wall, but he's talking about the lockers.
Yeah. It's the lockers mainly are the more important thing.
Just how big this locker area is and the shower areas. Showers again are co-ed showers.
Oh,
so his and hers.
Haven't even gotten there yet.
We know what that means.
This is the cleanest club we've looked at.
Hers and both.
And just hidden in these lockers are your towels for the evening.
Yep.
So there are 2 towels per locker. So when they unlock it for you to put your valuables in or to strip down, however you would like to do it, you will get your towels out. Now, hey, if you use them and you need some more, don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah,
if you want to sit down and you need a towel, please ask. They will get that for you also.
Yep. She's going to show you the shower right now.
Let's see it.
And you can see that it's a fairly good sized shower.
Mm-hmm. And it's got some soap and shampoo in there.
Yeah, they put that in shower.
So after you're done playing, you can go home clean.
Please do.
Please.
Or if you get a little sweaty on the dance floor, you can take a shower before.
That's good.
You know what? Showering before play is always better.
I think so.
I like shower fresh.
Yes.
Tom, come on. Don't call it play, by the way. We do not like it when they play. Let's get to the playrooms here. We're not. Oh, here we go. Here's the playroom. I think we're in a playroom now.
Do see at these clubs is come 11, 12 o'clock. People want to move from the dance floor area back here to the playrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe make it a little more sexual vibe.
Right.
And they can have their bottles back here, and it's a little bit quieter. And
yeah, I think back there.
I bet it would be a sexual vibe.
It would be. Yeah, let's see if they. Oh, here we go. All right, I saw it. Here we go. Time to go into playroom. You got your hand sanitizer. Yeah, get that hand sanny. Make sure you dry that all the way off before you start sticking it places, because that could hurt. You know.
So it does.
And on the wall, you'll see on every single wall in here, you'll see a sign that says "No heels on furniture."
Told you, Tom. I told you. We know so much about these things.
Well, it's also like I'm expecting him to just be like telling us where the fire exits are, and then this is what's called a no smoking sign. So back here, there's going to be no smoking.
Mm-hmm. No heels on the furniture. I mean, you don't want to get heels. You don't want holes in the furniture. It's rude. Watch Bunny will tell you all about it here.
So, ladies,
They
put these up for a reason.
Yes. These are made of like a leather type material, and your high heels are going to go directly through them.
A leather type of material.
I love her. She's a goddess. She can do way better than this Joker.
She's great. She's my favorite.
It's very expensive to recover these.
Right.
And if you puncture a hole, any fluids or anything is going to go right down in that.
Oh,
it's going
come on, Bunny.
Bunny, I was just bragging on you.
We've never heard that part of the story. I will say we've never heard that, Tom. That's a first, hearing about the fluids emptying into the hole in the furniture.
Why even supposed to say that?
Poor Chris. I'll tell you what, maybe we just have to do this with Chris too, because this is really something here. A clean club, Tom with his lockers. Hey, he's missing out. He's not going to make it tonight. He's having a dad time or something, whatever that is.
Please be respectable of the clubs that you go to, and take your heels off. And, if you are one of those people that doesn't want to walk around barefoot, I get it.
Me.
They have those cute little slippers.
I get
that you
it.
can
There's
buy.
cum all over the
Put those on.
Imagine you're there and you step, and it doesn't have to be cum. You just step in something a little wet. Somebody spilled a drink. Yeah. All you're going to be thinking is that it's cum or piss. I mean, I don't think they piss on each other, right?
You're still going to look cute and you're still going to look sexy, but you're not going to damage anything in here.
Right, and your feet will be clean.
Right.
So now this material.
Phallus.
Oh. All right. Well, that's a chair that I've never seen. We've yet to see a chair like this, everybody. Not 100% sure. I guess you sit in there and then the woman puts her legs in those stirrups and then you kind of, we know what that chair is for. I've never seen a chair like this at any of these clubs, period.
Brian, that's a sex chair.
New chair. I know I've never seen one that looks like this though.
Yeah.
We've seen plenty of sex chairs. We've seen because a lot of these places have a gynecologist table. You know what I mean? Like you had have in a doctor's office.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got those, but they don't have this. This is something. Yeah, this is something new that I've never seen. I did make that chair out of Lego. Thank you. And I don't know Sprill Mouse. I don't know every make and model of sex chair. Okay, I don't even know. It looks like Pilates equipment. Thank you, Burger King Charles.
A big penis.
It's a big penis, so you could be sitting on a big penis while a penis.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes in and out of you a lot.
He loves his jokes.
I know, and he's so happy. I always like his a little uncomfortable laugh. We usually watch it in slow motion. Let's see if we can get it here.
It's a big penis.
It's a big penis, so you could be sitting on a big penis while a penis.
Yes.
There it is. There you go back and go slow motion. Let's go 0.5 on that one. We need to see that. And I love it when he does this. I love the 0.5 here. You throw a 0.5 in. Here we go. He's going to say
big penis while a penis.
Yes. We get it.
The way he does it. He does it all the time too. He loves his jokes. I will say that. And it's like the funny thing about Tom is he undoubtedly thinks he's the star of these videos.
Oh yeah.
We 100. He thinks he's the star, but Bunny is the star of these videos. I mean, she's an angel. She's the best.
We don't have the TVs on in here, but there are TVs throughout this room and the other room.
Okay.
The reason why we don't have them on is because we cannot put porn on our YouTube channel. So we've asked them.
Well, could they put something else on the TV? These TVs only show porno.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't have anything else.
We don't have any channels or anything. It's all this porn. TV plays Gilmore Girls. I thought they played music videos.
Just like young Sheldon playing in the background there.
Do you think that's like when I love it when you go to a bar and there were sports on earlier and then you're just sitting. I one night watched 3/4 of 48 Hours silent at a bar because I never had fun at bars. I was with my wife and a friend, and they were talking, and I just was watching 48 Hours in silence. I've seen it enough times. I know basically what's being said, and I love looking at Nick Nolte.
So
perfect.
To turn them off just for this video. But throughout here, you'll see TVs with porn on it to create the vibe.
And once again, too, it does add a little bit extra light, so you still got that ambient light, and it still keeps a nice sexual vibe back here.
Correct.
Okay.
So let's take you back here. There are a couple areas back here that are interesting. You have group. Everywhere is a play area back here.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere you want. So we have a group area here. And they have shelving on the back wall.
Oh, good.
Now, the shelving on the back wall is a great place to put extra condoms, your glasses, your lube,
okay,
your drinks.
Yes.
So.
Yep, that's how shelves work. That's what you would do with shelving.
Great place to put anything.
Your extra condoms, man. Your glasses, your stabbing roots and glasses, condoms, etc. What else could you? Yeah, you can put all kinds. You can put your Viagra on that shelf, and maybe your injection needle. You know, it is Kaimochi in the chat is right. It's basically condoms, lube, drinks. They've got it all.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they got a place for everything here.
But not your jewelry.
Don't put your jewelry there. Put your jewelry in your car.
Yes.
Or don't bring it in at all.
Right.
I don't think that's very good advice either. Put your jewelry. You have never in your life heard somebody recommend
leave your valuables in your car.
Right, Video Space Games. Why can't it go in the fucking locker? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, the locker guy's not going to suggest putting his valuables in the locker.
Don't trust them locker guys, you know.
And that means any club.
Leave those valuables at home.
Yeah, that's any club.
Or in the locker room.
Or in the locker room.
Oh, that lady that works there is like, our locker room safe as hell.
Yeah.
And then we have couches over here. These are the same type of couches they have up front. And this is where you can actually watch the action
there we go.
Participate. Now, like any club, no means no. No touching without
no
asking.
Tom.
Single guys, if a couple's in here,
leave.
Give them a little space. Don't.
He's giving guys like us some etiquette here.
Thank you for getting the single guy scram. Teddy Bong said scram. Good job, single guys. Get the fuck back. It gives you the visual in your head of somebody like fucking doggy style, and then there's 4 single guys' heads like right next to it.
Right next to it.
Yeah. Shooing the single guys out with a broom, Teddy Bong. Go on, get. They'll scurry away.
Yeah.
But they keep coming back later.
They keep coming back.
You can't get rid of them, man. If you see one single guy in your club, you probably got 10 of them.
So I'm guessing that like single guys in a swingers club are treated sort of like broke boys in the club in a rap song.
Oh yeah, I mean, they really are. I think they are kind of like a problem, you know, to these people, because like when I read the subreddit, the swinger subreddit, like the shit that single guys get up to really is like they're always sending pictures of their penis. Always unsolicited. They'll be on their website and they just figure because they're on a website for swingers that all they have to do is send a picture of their penis to the woman in the relationship, and then they'll be like, oh, you got to come over. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Don't walk up and start jerking off over their heads. No one wants to look up and see a ball sack in their forehead.
Or if you're standing next to a couple and you kind of get this, they might not be interested. You might want to move on. They might not know how to tell you no.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just come up, strike up a conversation. They're going to tell you right away if they're interested or not.
Single guy comes up and strikes up. What do you talk about? Like, what do you talk about in the playroom to strike up?
So the Dodgers.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't even know what you would like talk about in the thing.
So ISIS.
Yeah. I ain't tired of it. Well, and then we also heard that they don't like people talking in the playrooms. We call them playroom chompers. But yeah, you're not supposed to talk in there. They don't want people having political, because one guy was mad because he was in there and there was a single guy in there, and a single guy started bringing up Trump while they were fucking, and not like negatively. And I don't even think the guy that was fucking was like anti-Trump or anything, but he was just like, I don't need to hear about Trump while I'm fucking. And we know those guys really are kind of weirdly horny for Trump. The Rambo thing and stuff like this. So
you said single guys. I bet they are kind of a problem.
They are. They're scary.
Would you like to play?
Yes.
And
don't just assume because they're back here.
That will just that'll kill the waste of time.
Yes.
You'll know yes or no right then and there. Or they might say maybe later.
Right.
If they say maybe later, it's probably not going to happen.
Because a lot of times if people are over here, then they're single male friendly.
Correct. So come on over here. So you got the group.
So that's where the single boys want to be hanging. Here's what I would do. If I were going to trapeze or some sort of place. I'd go find a bunny or a bunny-esque figure, okay? Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be cute with her. I'd be like, Bunny, listen, level with me here. I'm kind of new to this thing, and I didn't bring any sand to the beach, if you know what I mean. She's going to look at it, she's going to be like, single guy, and be like, yeah. Am I proud of that? No. I want to say, could you kind of put me up on game a little bit? Like, where am I going to fit in best in this schematic? And then I would let her take me under her wing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if you're nice to them, you want me to put, I should plug the Patreon. I will. And the show, we're getting there. I do like Verb Abrams said at the end of the night, they turn on the lights and have to look for single guys like kids on a school bus. Single guys trying to stay the night.
More than a few have passed out back there on one of those couches.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, time to go home. Wait, what?
Get out of here. Come on. I'm saying you guys to stay here.
There you got all the couches. Again, you got another TV that's currently
Tom.
on.
Yeah, so we can see that. I want to see stuff like that.
He's so weird. He's a weird dude,
He's
man.
such a weird dude.
Yes.
There are locks on the door. We ask that you, not us, it's not our club, but we have heard of it happening before. If you go in there, it's not a hotel room.
No.
So when you're done, move out of the room
so
it can be clean so someone else can use it.
Vacate for everybody else.
Right.
And one thing that's very nice is these rooms are all very air conditioned.
They are. That's right. So not every.
Damn, Tom's like, damn, I could maybe cool down a little bit so I'm not bright fucking
so
red
I
all the
don't
time.
stroke out.
Your club has good Apple air conditioning.
No.
So this one actually has really good air conditioning.
Very good air conditioning.
Again, you got hand sanitizer over here.
The more the merrier.
So when you're playing around with your fingers, you got sanitizing.
Oh.
All right, so now let's go see the rest of the club.
Correct. The rest of the playroom.
The rest of the playroom. You got one more last private room.
Right.
On
the private rooms are bleak too.
And single men's side.
Correct. So not much to explain there.
Nope.
Yeah, but what's over here?
Come back around the bar. Now, also, like we did say, there is security back here. So if you see somebody wandering, you let the security know.
If you see something, say
create
something.
any issues.
If you see a single guy, you need to tell the security guard that there's a single guy in this
Be a
room.
little vigilant. They're here.
They do have Keno. I mean, I never knew what Keno was. I went to this bar one night with my wife and a friend, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I went to the lottery machine and I just stood there and played the little games that they're not scratch offs. They're like little games. You hit a screen and then it basically gives you a ticket. And you know if you want. I won fucking $90 just standing at the little machine pressing buttons. It was crazy.
I'm a Keno fiend.
I know what Keno is, but Keno hasn't been here forever. Like it's kind of basically new here, really, over 10 years. Maybe Keno's not a sex game, Sprill Mouse.
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah, grow up. Not everything's a sex game. Let's see if there's any more playroom. Yeah, I think we saw the playroom, everybody.